There are two types of people in this world. The first group is the reading is boring squad. And the second group are those who just get it. This video is not some motivational essay about why you should read more books. No. If you already know the power of reading, then you're in the right place. Because today I'm gonna break down my simple system that helped me read 37 books last year. And no, this isn't about subvocalization, this isn't about speed reading, and this isn't about skimming books. This goes way deeper. So let's get right into it. Step 1, read what you love. Look, you don't need motivation if you actually enjoy what you're reading. For me, that means some finance books, some math books, some data analysis books, and of course, every now and then, some fiction or science fiction books wouldn't be that bad. If you try to force yourself reading books that you think you should read, it won't work. Read what you are actually passionate about, things that you are actually interested in, and you will begin to read more books. Step 2, the master list. I made a list of all the books I want to read, and each book gets an ID number. This isn't just random. I categorize my books by passion. So instead of blindly picking a book, I always have a roadmap of what's next. Step 3, the reading plan that keeps me hooked. Here's where the magic begins. I set up a 4-book rotation. For example, first I have to read a math book, then I have to read a finance book, then a data analysis book, and finally, a gift for myself. I can read whatever book I want, and it's usually something that I will enjoy, I will take my time reading. Like, I don't know, Edgar Allan Poe, Stories of Terror. Why do this? Because discipline is easier when you are excited. For example, if I'm reading a book on math like calculus, but I'm really excited about reading, I don't know, financial analysis with Python. That excitement of already knowing what the next 3 books will be makes me read faster and more passionately and be more disciplined with the math book I am actually reading at the moment. I'm like, I want to read the sci-fi novel, I want to read the data analysis book, but I can't unless I finish the book that I'm reading right now. That's the master plan. It is like unlocking levels in a video game. For example, in Mario Bros, you cannot go straight to Bowser's castle. You have to go to level 1, level 2, level 3, and the excitement you feel about reaching Bowser's castle makes you enjoy and pass every level step by step all the way to the final of the game. This system forced me to stay consistent without ever feeling like a chore. Step 4, are you stuck? Use a random number generator. Ever get like decision paralysis? It's the same for me. I sometimes don't know what book I want to read. That's why we have a list with an ID number. You can use a random number generator to randomly pick books that you have already picked as something you would like to read in the future. So, for example, next book is a sci-fi, but I don't really know which book to read. I put a random number generator in Google between 1 and 100, and the number that comes out, that's the book I'm gonna read. This keeps things fun and surprising. And because every book on my list is something I want to read, I never feel like I'm wasting my time. Final step, the secret sauce is make it useful now. Here's the real reason I read so much. It's not because I am a bookworm or that I don't have friends or social life. No, most of the books I read are things that I actually use in the present moment. You heard me say math, you heard me say finance and data analysis. Those 3 pillars are things that I actually use in my everyday life. I analyze stocks and investments, I use math to solve math problems, and I study data analysis to use tools like Python or R to complement the financial analysis that I do. So by reading these books, I immediately use them. That connection makes it more likely for me to want to read more books, because it's not something that I will read and forget 1 week later. It's something that I will read and use that second. And the fact that you are using it, the brain pathways will be enforced and you will be able to remember those things. When you read something that actively helps you today, your brain absorbs it faster. Why? Because it's relevant to you, and the brain knows that if something is important to you, important in your life, usually most of the times it will attach to it and it will not let go. So you will remember it, you will use it, and your brain will start to send those feel-good signals all over to the body. And it will make you feel like, yeah, I like reading, I want to read more because I'm actually using it right now. This is why my system simply works. So there you have it. Passion, read what excites you. Planning, organize a list and rotation. And execution, stay consistent by making it useful today. Follow this and don't be surprised if you start reading way more books than you have ever possibly imagined before. And most importantly, enjoy the process. Books aren't just pages with words. They are guides, mentors, and people from the past trying to guide you in this ever-growing, crazy world. If you enjoy this simple system of how to read more books and you would like to learn 3 simple habits that will increase your odds of success, click here.